Hi everyone, welcome back to Labs Hands-On, and this is VMware vSphere 9 full course. This is part 19th. So in today's session we are going to learn how to extend a data store capacity in VMware vCenter server step by step. So this is a complete hands-on lab demonstration. So this is very important in real production environment because storage is never static. It keep growing and your virtual machine and application keep asking for more space. This is why we need to understand uh, how to how to basically extend your data store capacity. So so what is data store expansion? So let's first understand why what is data store expansion means. Data store expansion is the process of increasing the data store capacity of existing data store without creating a new one. So there is mainly two way to expand the data store. First method is expanding the existing LUN. So in this method you will increase the size of LUN from the storage side, and then you extend the data store using the same capacity. And second method is adding new extended uh, basically you add another LUN to existing data store. VMware combines multiple storage devices into single data store. So both methods are widely used depending on the storage architecture and your requirement. Now let's understand when you need to extend your data store. You need to extend data stores when there is a basically free space is low in your data store, new virtual machine need to be deployed, existing VMs are growing in size, snapshot uses increase, backup operations required additional storage. So if you ignore these situations, your data stores may become full and it can cause a serious issue in your environment. So let's understand this by real world scenario. So first let's say growing business application. As application grow, database size increase, require more storage. So instead of downtime, and data store can be extended live. So second, basically avoid VM's outage. So if data stores become full, virtual machine may be stop working, application can crash. Extending data store prevents such failures. So third is backup and snapshot management. A snapshot consumes a large amount of storage. Extending data store ensures smooth backup operations. And the fourth one is basically large organization require dynamic storage scaling. Data store expansion allow you to increase capacity without impacting any users or application. So benefit of data store expansion is zero downtime, no need to power up virtual machine. Scalability, increases storage as needed, and cost effective, reduce existing data store instead of creating new ones. And simplified management, fewer database to manage if you don't add a new data store. And better resource utilization, so maximize data store storage uses as per your infrastructure design. So these are the some benefit of data store expansion. So this is my lab environment which we have deployed throughout this course. So I got my first domain controller and DNS server which is running Windows Server 2025. labshands-on.lan is my domain name, and I got my storage server, ISKC target storage server, and 3 ESXi host which has shared storage coming from this storage server, and last one is my VCSC appliance. So now to add a capacity, basically you need to let me show you first my infrastructure. So this is my infrastructure. So all my I have three data stores basically. If I show you, so these are the three data stores which I have. So DS01, DS02 and DS03. So all are in size, approx capacity is 500 gig. And let's say I have a requirement where my data store is getting full, or new virtual machine deployment which require more space. So what I need to do, the very first thing, I need to go at the backend, or you can say storage, and I need to extend my storage LUN, or you can say volume from storage. So current size is 500 gig. So on DS01 I'll go here and extend ISKC virtual disk, and I'll put some size. So let's say 750 or maybe 1 TB and click OK. So now this learn size is 1 TB at the storage. So let me do same thing for all three learns. So now I have just approx double the size of my storage learns. Basically all three learns are now 1 TB and from the backend, and now at the storage is still it's showing basically in Datastore it's still showing 500 gig. So what I need to do, the very first thing, if I go to data stores or maybe configure, and I'll show you the storage devices. So in storage devices you should be able to see all the storage. So these are the three storage which I have, and capacity is showing 100, basically 500 gig. So now what I'll do, I'll go to storage adapter and I'll select this iSCSI storage and rescan adapter, and then rescan storage. So I'll run this command, this thing on all three ESXi hosts to make sure the storage capacity is refreshed across all three ESXi hosts, and then finally we are going to extend our data store. So this is good. Now I have basically done the scan on all three ESXi hosts. So just wait for this task to get completed, and then we will move ahead with the further stage. So this scanning will take some time depending on your storage design or storage fabric design, how much time it's gonna take. So let's wait for this. So now if I go to data stores and right click and increase, select increase data store capacity on any of these data stores, so it should come. Now you can see the capacity is showing 1 terabyte and learn 0, which is my VMDS VMware-DS01 data store. So click next, and now it should specify you the configuration. So it's increase size by, so you can increase how much you want to decide, but let's go for my environment. I'll go ahead and use the complete capacity. So click next, and now you can see the future data store size is going to be a 1000 approx 1 terabyte. So this is good. Now click on finish. So now you can see process VMFS data store update is completed on all three ESXi hosts, and now it should be approx 1 terabyte. Let's verify on each host. So now you can see DS01 is 1 terabyte on host 1, host 2 and host 3. So if you basically upgrade the capacity on one ESXi host, it's going to update across all three ESXi hosts, or all nodes across the your cluster. So because same data store is shared across all the cluster nodes. So now let's go ahead and increase DS02 also. So increase the size, complete size, click finish. So now this is done. Now I'll go ahead and basically increase the last data store which I want to upgrade. So increase the capacity and click finish. Now you can see all the data stores are extended. So if I go here now, you can see all DS1, DS2, DS3 have size now approx 1 terabyte. And if I go here and see the total capacity, so total capacity now I should be increased by approx 3 terabyte, which is across all three ESXi host local data store and these data store which is coming from the shared data store. So this is how you can basically extend your data store in production infrastructure. So some common issues and troubleshooting, like new size is not, if you have done the extension basically learn extend activity on your storage and it's not coming on your ESXi host, then basically size is not visible, new size is not visible on ESXi host. Rescan your storage on ESXi host, learn not detected, check connectivity, expansion option is disabled, so you should check your basically permissions. Performance issue, check your multipathing is configured correctly across your all ESXi host. And best practices, always monitor data store uses, keep buffer space, avoid 100% utilization on data store. So my recommendation, you should always make sure your data store is not consumed more than 80% as a threshold, and use alert for data store threshold, which I'm going to cover in coming videos. And avoid too many extents, and plan capacity in advance for your storage capacity. So this is all about in this video. So in this session we have covered what is data store expansion, when to extend data store, and we also discussed two expansion methods in data store, and step by step we have uh, done this in lab. And we also discuss about benefit and best practices around expansion of the data store. So that's it for this session. In next video we will continue in more advanced storage configuration in VMware, where I'm going to create now a storage cluster, basically data storage cluster. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me in my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.